Hi, and welcome to another episode of Rue News. I'm Abby Higginbotham.
And I'm Darius Stewart. We're here to bring you the news from around campus in Kansas City every Tuesday.
We start our show today with a story covering an organization that UMKC students have volunteered with to help locate missing people. Here's Henry Gamber with more.
I'm Henry Gamber with Rue News. Today I'm at the Justice and Dignity Center in Kansas City, where the Big Search KC is on the last day of its drive to help find missing children and to raise awareness for this epidemic. I spoke with an organizer of the Big Search, Rick Morris, and a volunteer from UMKC, Victoria Gomez, to find out more about the Big Search.
This is a partnership between national experts in finding missing kids and those in the Kansas City metro who are dedicated to the fight against human trafficking, commercial sexual exploitation, and finding missing persons in general. The volunteers go around the community asking at places that are likely to intersect with young people who are missing and on their own, or with people who may well have seen them.
So today we went to libraries and we were handing out pamphlets to we had to be strategic about who we were handing it out to. So we did security guards, the help desk people at the libraries, things like that. We weren't just giving it to random people. And then we decided to do some things that were around the libraries to go out and search for the missing children.
The Big Search KC helped find 24 missing people last year, and so far during this drive they have already found 8. I'm Henry Gamber, and this is Rue News.
Thanks, Henry. The year began in an interesting way with the unfortunate event that was the flooding in Atterbury Student Success Center's first floor. While some locations, such as the barbershop and cafeteria, were quickly able to resume operations, School of Medical Advising, International Student Affairs, and International Academic Programs all had to relocate while reconstruction occurs. There is a noticeable effect on the student body due to these alterations, such as increased stress with locations and deadlines. However, some of the staff is taking a moment to enjoy the change of location.
UMKC as a whole will be putting focus on accreditation evaluation. These efforts are essential for a university to keep funding and increase enrollment and retention. In addition to the many reports that need to be submitted yearly, students will also be able to attend campus forums, where they will be able to give their personal testimonies. All students are encouraged to attend these on December 2nd and 3rd.
2020 will be here before we know it, and for Missouri, that will bring the gubernatorial elections. One thing of note is that it was announced that Nicole Galloway's Democratic campaign had raised $200,000 more than Governor Mike Parson's last fiscal quarter. She recently had a fundraiser in Kansas City, and the question of her ability to win the election is currently in the air. Although her viability, being in a red state, is a border to cross, she has already shown that she is electable statewide by winning in 2018.
With October being National Anti-Bullying Month, the organization More Than Mental Health hosted a table where they surveyed students to find out what they know about the counseling services available at UMKC. Members of the organization also worked to inform students who were lacking information about the school's counseling services. More Than Mental Health also gave credit to the hardworking staff who worked to help UMKC students on their mental health.
That's it for today's top stories. Next, let's go to our sports correspondent, Kennedy Bright, to hear what's going on with Kansas City athletics.
Thanks, guys. First up, Kansas City women's volleyball lost 3-1 Thursday night against New Mexico State University. Senior Alicia Harrington notched her 4th double-double with 16 kills and 11 digs. The Roos came back 3-1 against UTRGV Saturday, finishing with 11 blocks and held the Vaqueros to .163 hitting percentage. Next, Kansas City men's soccer was back at it again, winning their 3rd consecutive conference win against nationally ranked Utah Valley 2-1. Goals by freshman Aiden Kavanaugh and junior Ryan Cadu. Up next was Kansas City women's soccer, beating Utah Valley 1-0 Sunday evening, earning their 100th program win with a goal by junior Liz Mann. Running in a different direction, Kansas City cross-country team competed in the Bradley Pink Classic this weekend, with the women's team finishing 4th out of 23 schools and the men's team finishing 13 out of 20. In the women's 6K, junior Hallie Dean finished 8th place overall and sophomore Summer Herner finished 16th. In the men's 8K race, sophomore Ryan Parson finished 19th overall, while sophomore Matt Selbach finished in the 21st place. This week's RU Athletes of the Week are volleyball senior Alicia Harrington and men's soccer senior Filippo Enrico. Check out those stories to find out why. Coming up for this week, women's soccer takes on California Baptist Sunday, October 27th at home. That's your Kansas City Sports Update. I'm Kennedy Bright with RU News. Back to you, Darius and Abby.
Thanks, Kennedy. Throughout this campus, there's a wide variety of students with various majors and interests. Let's go to an interview about a brand new publication that's being started on this campus.
I realized that many of our students write poetry and fiction. They never tell anybody about it. And I thought, well, that could be a great thing to do, just to putting together a magazine with, showcasing the talents of our students. The name Baladí, it's a Spanish word that comes from Arabic. That means something that is of little value. And we wanted to use that name because to signify the things that are not necessarily materialistic, that are not practical or useful, but actually have to do with fiction and aesthetics and things that are moving and things that are important at the same time. I think sometimes students tend to be pressured a lot to study degrees that are practical, so and so, and we wanted to emphasize the fact that it's also important to develop the aesthetics and just beautiful texts. So that's what we were trying to do.
As always, thank you for tuning into this week's episode of RU News. I'm Darius Stewart.
And I'm Abby Higginbotham. See you next Tuesday.